Hola clase, ¿qué tal? We are moving on to Así se dice, and it's all about reciprocal constructions with se, nos, and os. So this is what we use to express the idea of each other, okay, in Spanish. Let's begin by reading this paragraph about this couple over here. Antes de entrar en la iglesia, los novios se miran. They look at each other. Durante la ceremonia se dan anillos de oro. Okay? They give each other gold rings. Entonces se besan. They kiss each other. Y se abrazan. Los invitados tiran arroz cuando los recién casados salen de la iglesia. Okay, great. So by now, and I'm sure you read before watching this presentation, you know that these reciprocal pronouns that we're using are actually reflexive, right? To form reciprocal actions, we use the plural reflexive pronouns, okay? So here I have the chart for reflexive pronouns with the personal pronouns here. And we are going to block off all the singular pronouns just so they are out of the way and they don't confuse us, okay? So we use nosotros, okay, which is the nos, os, and se, okay, because we are expressing the idea that we are performing an action to each other rather than to oneself. Now, how do you know if an action is reflexive to oneself or reciprocal, okay, to each other or one another? Well, sometimes el uno al otro is added to reciprocal actions to clarify things. Context will help you. In this first paragraph that we read, we know that they are at a wedding ceremony. And so we know that these actions are reciprocal, that they're doing it to each other. Now let's look at this example. Los niños se miran en el espejo cuando se peinan. Okay. The children look at themselves in the mirror when they comb their hair. All right. So who are they looking at? They're looking at themselves, okay? Versus the second example, los novios se miran cariñosamente cuando hablan de su amor. The sweethearts look at one another affectionately when they talk about their love. In this case, it wouldn't make sense to say the sweethearts look at themselves, right, affectionately while they talk about their love. They wouldn't be looking at their own individual selves while they're talking about their shared love. If you take los novios and just plug it in to that first sentence, okay, say los novios se miran en el espejo cuando se peinan. We will assume that they're looking at themselves because of the mirror, right? But if it was not clear, we could always add los novios se miran el uno al otro en el espejo cuando se peinan. If we wanted to say that they were looking at each other, right? Just to clarify that they weren't looking at themselves, then you can add el uno al otro to make that a reciprocal action. Vamos a practicar. Completa el párrafo sobre las acciones de dos amigos. Okay, so you're going to complete this paragraph about the actions of two friends. Okay. Pause the video here. take a minute, a moment to fill in, and then press play when you are ready to see the answers. Okay, let's start. Mi mejor amigo y yo nos hablamos casi todos los días. Okay, we talk to each other almost every day. Mandarse. Okay, nos mandamos muchos textos. Algunos amigos, some friends, se comunican menos cuando se ven todos los días. Pero no es así con nosotros. All right, how did you do? All right, so forma preguntas con los siguientes elementos. Now you're going to be forming questions. For example, you have the subjects tú y tus amigos. And then verse frecuentemente. See each other frequently. Student one, ¿se ven tú y tus amigos frecuentemente? And then the answer will be sí. Nos vemos frecuentemente los fines de semana, or maybe not, right? Now do this one for tú y tus padres. Okay, ready? ¿Se hablan tú y tus padres por teléfono una vez a la semana? Okay. Now continue practicing these reciprocal constructions during your Mind Tap homework. Okay. Feel free to email me, drop in during my office hours if you have any questions. Next will be Estructura 2. Nos vemos.